to find somebody to get the hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing, but when you're playing against a defense this good, I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coach. We'll have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions. Awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. From the 39, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Lawrence going to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hodges, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hodges. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll run on 1st down. Britt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down now. It's Hodges. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down. It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So good starting field position for him. They come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands. and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. They'll look to throw again. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Robinson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Landry again the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Pass complete to Bell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, They'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close the